Hello, my name is John, and I am the founder of Fantasy Amp. A little bit about me. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I've been playing Dynasty fantasy football since 2017, and I've been a commissioner for the past 4 years or so. My day job is working with data. So I work in business intelligence, I do a lot of data engineering, and I build models and I try to predict future value. And that has really helped me with fantasy football and the ability to combine my passion for fantasy football with my skill set in data has really helped me to grow my skills, and it's been awesome. So I'm really excited to share with you a new tool that I've developed. So AMPLive is basically a tool that removes the grunt work associated with fantasy football prospect analysis. So it will remove all those stale PDFs that get updated once in a blue moon with a live, actionable ranking system that reflects real life, and it updates daily by me. So you can prep for your 2026 rookie draft by seeing the top 144 prospects laid out in front of your eyes. So before we dive into that, I just wanted to show that at the top you can see it has a last updated timestamps to just ensure you guys that I'm always keeping this fresh. It also has this search window, which you can use if you have a particular player in mind and you want to see where he falls. So we can jump to Makai Lemon, who's going to be a beast this year. And I also have these filters if you want to just look at QBs, if you just want to look at running backs, you can utilize those filters as well. And I have 144 rankings for 2026 in the production version. I also have 144 for 2027, and I have 48 for 2028. So if you're really hardcore and you want to see 2028, it's there as well. I have the transfer portal in here for now, but that'll be wrapping up shortly, so I don't think that'll make it into the final version of the app. But that's how things are situated. You can also filter to specific rounds that you want to see using this dropdown. I've been trying to keep this quick hits tab updated with all the portal information, so that's been interesting. And I have a little bit of a description about how to use the tool with a note from me in here as well. Um, let's dive into the cards themselves and the players. So you'll notice that each player is listed out with where he went to college and a ranking given to him by me. But what makes my rankings unique is I score players in three areas: analytics, momentum, and production, represented by this AMP you see. So basically, the analytics is a regression I run for each individual player by position. So all wide receivers, I'm trying to predict how many fantasy points per game they will score in their careers. And I'm looking at past production of receivers currently in the league to make that assessment. So I've done that for quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. Um, Momentum is more of an arbitrary metric where I try to assess how much steam is behind a player, if they have a great combine, if analysts are loving what they're seeing on tape, if something like that, if they're really rising, then that momentum score will go up. And production is more objective, just looking at their last year in college. If they really produced and stayed on the field, then they'll have a higher score there. So below the player name, you'll see an emoji that is supposed to represent uh, how that player's value is moving in real life. If there's an anchor, then the value is kind of anchored. A player hasn't moved within 5 slots in the last week or so. But as we scroll down, you'll see we have some up arrows, which indicate that the player has been rising the last couple weeks. And you can see this stock up trend for Zachariah Branch because he's been balling out in the college football playoffs. And let's see if I have a rocket ship. I have a rocket ship for Carson Beck and Trinidad Chambliss because they've been balling out in the playoffs as well, and their value has really increased. Last feature I want to show is this comparison tool. So if you're on the clock, it's your rookie draft, and you don't know who to take, this can be an aid if you click into the positional ranking. If you want to look at Makai Lemon and Denzel Boston side by side, you can click both things and hit compare, and you can see their scores kind of laid out side by side. Just as an added bonus, you can add up to 5 players in here, just to kind of get everybody in the same window in the same plane. So that's the basics of my AMPLive web app. I really hope that you guys can get some value from this tool. Um, the product is living because Dynasty is a living game that changes daily. Once the 2026 draft ends, 2027 rankings will ramp up, and anyone with access to this tool can get an early start on valuing those rookie picks. And as I showed, you can even dive into 2028 if you want to. Um, so you can stick to spreadsheets and podcasts and kind of hot takes on Twitter and Dynasty FF Reddit. I think all those tools have their place in Dynasty Fantasy Football and working through prospects, but I also think that my tool has a place just because of how comprehensive it is. You're not going to find 144 players with profiles. I skipped over the profiles, but I did make a profile for each player just showing production, their physical attributes, and a brief scouting report put together by me. So I think this is the most comprehensive kind of Devi Dynasty tool in the game, and I'd be really excited if you guys want to check it out. Thanks again for supporting me. I know I have a lot of readers of my Beehive newsletter that goes out at least once a week, kind of keeping the community informed of the latest trends of Dynasty. And thanks for being a part of the community. And I hope you check out the tool. Check out the link in the description. Thanks again. Stay tuned and stay amped.